Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Carl's Kicks. I want to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. I want to thank you for liking the channel, liking the videos, sharing the videos. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get my followers up. Hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Leave some comments. But today is going to be a little different. I want to talk about some sneaker releases that's coming out on the sneakers app. So let's jump into that. Okay, so oops, show you guys the last two numbers on my password here. Okay, so I recently just copped these from the sneakers app. Um, oops, recently just copped these. So yeah, I'll be getting these in, doing a review. Don't know if I'll keep these shoes or if I'll sell these shoes. These are the Starfish 13s. Some people call them the shattered backboards. I think if they would have came out, would call them shattered backboards, it probably would have been a lot more hype behind it. But anyway, these are my hits that I've recently been hitting. If you guys want me to do a video, so I've never hit on sneakers, right? And now I hit these last four shoes. This shoe I just bought. But if you guys want some tips on how to hit on sneakers, let me know, because I can tell you what I did, how I start hitting on sneakers. Okay, so now what I want to talk about is January 22nd. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items coming out on the 22nd alone. Then on the 23rd, we got 2. So right the next day, right? So now we got the Jordan Delta Mid. Goes up to a man's 14, women 15 and a half. Now, some people might get this shoe for basketball. I know that the Union Jordan Delta Mids did very well. These shoes are dropping at a price point of $160, so it's not a bad price. So I don't know. I personally won't go for these, but some people might. This shoe could do well. I'm not sure. So that's one shoe there. Now we got the Air Jordan Women's 4. And this is going to be the Starfish 4. Now this goes up to a men's 10 and a half. The price point is $200. Now I think this is the dope shoe for sure. I definitely try to go after this shoe, even though I wear 13 or 12. But I can see this shoe doing good. It goes to a men's 10 and a half. It's a clean colorway. Jordan 4 is classic. You'll be able to wear this shoe. It won't get dirty. You can kind of, rock this with a lot of different things. So this is definitely a good cop for me. If you want to resell something, or if you wear, a 10 and a half and down and men. So that's a dope shoe. Then we got this Air Max 1. Now, I'm not a big fan of Air Max 1s, but this one, it looks pretty dope. And I mean, it's a classic shoe, so you can't go wrong with an Air Max 1. Okay, now this one, it goes up to a men's 15, women's 16 and a half. So, yeah, the price point on this is $150, and the colorway is Obsidian. So I think these actually will do numbers. A lot of these Air Max 1s, if you don't know, they drop and they go up to about $300. So you can double your money on these if you want to cop these to resell, or even if you want to cop them for yourself. In the Obsidian colorway, it's a dope color. You can't go wrong with the navy blue or Obsidian blue. Let's call it that. But this could definitely be a cop. 150 is not a bad price point for these, and I'm guaranteeing you'll be able to make a little money off of these, even if you sell them for $200. But I think this shoe will be above a $200 shoe for sure, resale. So. Then we got the Zoom Freak 2. Now I think this is a Tinta Macumbo, or I know I just slaughtered his name, but the guy who plays off from the Bucks, man. Now this shoe, men 18, so this is gonna be a basketball shoe. So I know we're gonna have some basketball people getting this shoe. It's called Letter Bro. 120 is not a bad price point for a basketball shoe. It's a little cheaper than like the Kyries. Or the Kyries might drop for about 130, 140. I think this is a little cheaper than Kyries, but this is a pretty dope shoe, if you're a basketball guy, or you think, a Tim Macumbo, I'm not even gonna try to say his name, but he's been MVP back to back. Um, they call him the Greek Freak. This is his shoe. So I can see people buying this shoe. If it's going to sell out, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot going on with the shoe. It's pretty dope. With the red, the blue, the yellow. I think it's a pretty dope shoe. So I can see this shoe, maybe selling out or doing some numbers. Resell on that, I don't think it's going to be too much resell on that shoe. Now we got this women's Air Force One Pixel. Now this goes up to a men's 10.5. Again, I can see this shoe doing well, especially if you were a 10.5 in men's and under. And now I'm not a big fan of Air Force Ones. This is called the Sail Snake Air Force One Pixel, but this is actually a dope shoe. So you can see down here where my fingers at, the line, it's out of place. It's not going around. They call it Pixel. The bottom is a little different. And then you got the snake skin, Nike symbol. The bottom of the shoe is kind of altered, So this is a dope shoe. This is not a basic Air Force One. It's something special. You see the Air Force on the tongue, then the Nike, and then you got the inside of the shoe. So I can see this shoe selling out. I can see this shoe doing numbers. I think that it'll definitely have a little resale value on it. So this is another, option if you want to just get it to rock or you want to get it to sell. So a lot of things coming out now for sure. This is the one that I need to get. In men's 15, women's 16.5. So it's gonna be a wide variety of ranges. I don't know if this is gonna be limited or what, how many pairs, but this is a Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Street Hawker. This shoe only drops for 110. Every SB now, since the wave is just going crazy, all the SBs usually drop for about 110. And a regular SB, let's just say if this was a regular colorway, it'd probably be going for 250, 300, 200 and something. So, you definitely double your money. I'm going to say this shoe for sure is going to be over $300 for sure in resale value. So if you can get this shoe for 110, if you want to keep it, keep it. If you just getting it to make some money, you definitely going to be able to make a couple $100 off this shoe. And that's just low end. This shoe is crazy. I mean, it's kind of like what the SB is, what I would call this shoe. But they call it the Street Hawker. I want to say this shoe is going to be going for 500. Honestly, like the Shine Cleavers are really dope. I have those. Those are going for 800. I can see these shoes going for more than that just because how insane they are. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be trying to get these. So I guess it's based off of Chinese food. Despite its regional roots, Chinese food is cherished all over the world. And this delicious dunk celebrates the beloved cuisine with a mismatched makeup representing half a dozen dishes that are sure to have your stomach rumbling. So this is like a Chinese, theme, maybe because of the Chinese New Year, Watercolor graphics bring each meal to life, while a host of other deliberate details, including Chinese characters on each heel, an embroidered copper coin, nods to surrounding aspects of Eastern coloring culture, feeds your need for the SB latest appetizing creation before our kitchen closes for the night. So, this is based off of Chinese food and a lot of different dishes and just Chinese heritage with the Chinese coin there in the corner. And you got the Chinese symbols on the back. So this shoe is definitely going to do numbers. It's a pretty dope, story to the shoe. So I can definitely see this doing numbers. And then last of all, on the 22nd, now all of this is the 22nd, we got the Virgil Abloh Off-White book. And I think this is pretty dope. $70 is not a bad price point. I mean, basically, this talks about, his Off-White designs and maybe how he came up with them. And, just the origin of Off-White. And, he's the main creative designer for, LV. So, he's doing his thing right now. So this will definitely be a nice piece to get. I'll probably try to get that, put it in the videos, do a review on it. Now, the next day, on the 23rd, we got the Nike Dunks High Notre. If I'm saying that wrong, please, somebody, Notre, let me know. Now, these drop at 150. These are the highs. A lot of people sleep on the highs, but, some of the highs do a lot of numbers. Now this is dropping at 150. They call it this midnight navy. It looks like a jean color to me with the blue. But I can definitely see this shoe selling out for sure. and doing decent on resale. So it goes up to men 15, women 16 and a half. So I'm sure that this shoe is going to sell out as well. It wouldn't be a bad cop. And then we got the Air Jordan 5 Chinese New Year, and this is again on the 23rd. Now this shoe really gives me an off-white vibe, to be honest with you. With the sail color, with the red, it gives me an off-white vibe, especially right here, behind the netting. Gives me an off-white vibe. This is a pretty clean, shoe. Pretty dope Chinese New Year theme. Pretty sick shoe. Now, so what it is you wear these shoes, they look like this, and then after a while when you wear them, the top peels off, is what I'm guessing, and then you got that design underneath it when it peels off or you take it off. So this is gonna be a pretty dope shoe. I can definitely, goes up to a men's 18. I can definitely see this shoe selling out for sure, because like I say, it gives you that Travis Scott vibe as well. How, or like the LA to Chicago Nike SBs, the Jordan 1s, where they start out, and then after time they turn into the Chicagos, or the Travis Scott Dunks, where it comes off and you got a different pattern under there. So this is a pretty dope shoe. I definitely try to go for this. I think that this shoe is going to do numbers. Some people might be sleep on it, but this would be a good shoe to have if you want to resell it, or if you just want to keep it for yourself. And basically, this is the Chinese New Year. And so with a feature that seamlessly understands sail exterior that wears away over time to reveal a spectrum of festive hues and graphics celebrating the Chinese New Year. So yeah, after time this wears off, that sail, you can see it under there, and it changes, it changes. So this is a dope shoe. Now again, all of these come out the 22nd and the 23rd. So it's like, man, I know everybody doesn't have money to get every single one of these shoes, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different items in 2 days. So I mean, these shoes are all, just let's say they all 100. We talking, $900, and these are all over $100. So we talking, let's say $1,500 if you want to get every shoe. And this is sneakers, so let's be honest. We're not gonna hit every shoe. So, I'll definitely pass on the Jordan Delta mids. I'll definitely try to hit the women's Air Jordans 4s. As of right now, I'll pass on those Air Max 1s. Those Air Forces, that's it. So if I had to do 3 items, I'm going for, it's gonna be the Jordan 4s. It's going to be the SB Street Hawkers, and it's going to be the Virgil Abloh book. Definitely need that. Now, the next day, I don't know how my pockets are going to be looking. I don't know how yours are going to be looking. But if I had to choose with these 5s and these SBs, I mean, for personal, I get the 5s. For resale, I might get the 5s as well. I think these 5s are going to do really well. And I think people are going to be sleep on them at first, so you might have a better chance of getting the 5s than the SBs. And then I think the 5s would be decent resale value. That's a hard choice between the SBs or the 5s. So let me know on the 23rd, which one of these are you guys going for? Would you go for the SBs or would you go for the 5s? And on the 22nd, let's say you're only going for one pair of shoes. What shoe is it going to be? Is it going to be the SBs, the Air Force 1s, the Jordan 4s, the Air Maxes, the Greek Freaks, or the Deltas? Honestly, if you guys want my opinion, on the 22nd, I'd go for the 4s, and I go for the Street Hawks. And I think those are going to be the 2 most sought after. So if you want to play it, hey, I know they're going to go for the SBs and the 4s. I go for the Air Forces, and then I go for the Air Maxes, because you'll get some resale off both of those for sure. So let me know what you guys think about all of these shoes dropping in, basically 2 days, 8 pairs of shoes, 1 book. I definitely want to go for that book. I forgot to say that. So, I mean, what are you guys going for on the 22nd? What are you going for on the 23rd? And again, like I was saying, if you guys want some info about how to hit on sneakers, Let me know, because you know all of these I've hit, you know, in 2020. I know it's 2021 now, but you know, I've been a member since when? Anyway, I've been a member since a long time, and I'm just now hitting on these shoes. So I did a couple things to hit, and I'll let you guys know what I did if you want to know. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in, and we out of here.